I thought we did a lot of good things. Just obviously red zone, some third downs. We just didn't execute at a high enough level. I still think there was a lot of good things we can take from it. We just got to continue to get better and better. Luckily for us, our defense is playing great, so we can go through these growing pains and try to get better and better. But I mean, the talent's there. You can see it in spurts, but we have to learn how to sustain drives, getting down the red zone, score touchdowns, and make it easier on our defense to play a little bit more free. I mean, I think there's always a sense of urgency. I mean, I think you ask offensive guys in the locker room right now, and they're going to say that we didn't play our best. We could have done a lot of things better. But like I said, we're lucky enough that the defense is playing so good, special teams are playing so good that we can still win football games. And I still feel like at times when it's most needed, the guys are making the plays. I mean, Sky on the out route there at the end of the game, Rasheed with the big catches. I mean, guys are making plays when it counts. But as we continue on the season, we have to continue to get better and better so that hopefully when we get to the playoffs, we're hitting our stride and we can really kind of match our defense as far as intensity. Yeah, I mean, I think the special teams one, we got close to getting that first down. Obviously, I can't throw the interception even if it is tipped. I got to find a way to throw I was trying to throw the ball away, but to find a way to get the ball away, maybe shorter, find another person to throw it away at. But, I mean, yeah, you kind of just have to go with the game. I thought we did a great job of staying patient, getting the ball down the field, but in this league, 3 points, 7 points is just such a big difference. And so if we found a way to execute in the red zone and score those touchdowns, we'd come away feeling great. But since we didn't, we have a lot of room to improve. And so that's just something that we got to continue to work on, is just putting a full game together. I think we've had spurts of playing good in the middle of the field. We've had spurts of playing good in the red zone. But let's put a full game together and see what we can do. Yeah, I think we always do that a little bit. I mean, we always know Travis going to do what he does, but especially with the new receiver groups we've had these last few years, we've kind of built our identity through the season. Obviously, this is a little bit slower than we had the year before, but we have a lot of young guys that have showed a lot of great flashes, and so I know the talent's there. It's about how can we put those guys in the right position to go out and execute. And it's little things in this league, and people think it's a big gap, and we try to explain that if you don't execute those little things, these games are a lot closer than you're used to seeing. And so for us, we have to continue to get better and better each and every week and to see where we can go from that.
Patrick, in your view, what's allowed the defense to become what it has?
That's depth, I think. I mean, they've done a great job of not only drafting, but getting key free agents, and developing guys. I mean, we have guys that are starters on other teams that are trying to find a way to get on the football field. And when they get on the football field, they're making plays. And so when a guy like Nick Bolton goes down, we throw in Drew and he can be a star middle linebacker. Or same with some of the DBs. Like we can almost rotate guys in because we have that depth on the defense, and they're playing with confidence. And then you got a guy like 9-5 in the middle. He takes up a lot of the attention, and so it lets those other guys get free, and those other guys are making the most of it. And I'm excited to get Charles back there. I think it's next week.
Is there a broader ripple effect for you guys? I mean, obviously it helps to be able to count on them, but I mean, does it give you some peace of mind? Them playing as they have so far? Yeah,
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I have that aggressive mindset, so I always want to put as many points on the board as possible. But it gives me, especially with the defenses and how they're playing us in such deep zones, I can take the stuff underneath and drive the ball down the field, hopefully to get touchdowns. Obviously, we got field goals today. Knowing that it might take some time, because I know it get the defense fresh. They're going to come out fresh, firing. They're going to get the ball back to me quickly. And so I think it's more of a mental thing for myself. But at the same time, man, I mean, you know me, man. I want to go out there and score as much as possible, and you just got to be smart when you do it. I'm just used to going out there and being able to have that mentality. I want to score every drive. And that's how I've always been, and I always will be. But at the same time, you got to win the football game. And so I can't let maybe a drive or two that we didn't get in the end zone affect the full scope of the entire game. That's something I've learned in my career. And so instead of trying to press or do something crazy or scramble around and do something, I'm just going to keep pushing and taking it one play at a time to move the ball down the field. And I know that if our defense is playing that well, if I can just continue to put just points on the board, we're going to win the football game. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.